Hey, what's up guys? Bajheera here. Real quick before the video, I want to let you know that we have new Bajheera Games and Gains Twitch shirts available for sale. So these shirts are going to be on sale, I believe, until about April 14th. And they look pretty sick. You got your weights, you got your keyboard and mouse, you got your controllers on there, and you got that good old Games and Gains on there. I think these shirts look sick. Huge shout outs to Indie Mouse for designing these. Once again, making some great looking shirts. And like I said, these are on sale now. We've set our goal at 100, which is pretty lofty goal. But I think you guys will like these shirts, and I hope you guys decide to pick them up if they're up your alley. Sports your love for Games and Gains. Thanks for the support. Hope you like the shirts, and thanks for watching, guys. Alright guys, one last thing before we get down to the video. I do want to announce another Cellucor giveaway for you guys. For this one, it's going to give you a chance to build your own stack. And what I mean by that is we're going to let you select 4 supplements from the ones that you see on the screen right here. Super HD, Alpha Amino, CLK, and C4. All you got to do is give the video a thumbs up if you enjoy it, subscribe if you want to see more, and be sure to leave me a comment. A lot like last time, let me know what your fitness goals are. One, because I'm interested, and because that'll also maybe shape the supplement stack that you decide to build. So huge shout out to Cellucor. Thank you for continuing to provide awesome supplements to me that have definitely been helping me out in my fitness journey. And of course, for providing awesome giveaways like this to help the viewers out as well. Either way, guys, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoy the video. And of course, best of luck on the giveaway. Alright, let's get down to business, see how we're doing. So, this will be my March of 2015 progress update. So far, the goal is to continue to diet down, continue to lose body fat, and try to hold on to as much muscle as I can. And in this video right now, I'm probably weighing around 198. Of course, like when I go to the gym, it'll fluctuate. Sometimes I weigh like 196. Sometimes I'll weigh, 200, 201, something like that. And I think a lot of that's just water weight. There's just normal fluctuation. So I'm not really too fussy about that. And just kind of rounding into the middle somewhere. So maybe about 198. And if you've been keeping up with these progress update videos or the gym videos, you already know this. But ultimately for me, the goal is to diet down to the best shape that I can be in during June or July, and hopefully take part in my first natural bodybuilding physique competition. So I feel like physique is a good fit for me. I'm really not that big, and I think that physique will be a good way for me to sort of get that first show experience, the sort of quote fitness lifestyle, going to the gym, making good food choices. Those are all things that I actually really enjoy. And it's something that I wouldn't mind putting my efforts up against, other people's in sort of a competition kind of sense. I'm definitely not going into it expecting to win, but like I said, I really enjoy the bodybuilding fitness lifestyle. And in terms of the competition, that seems like something that you can train for, you can learn from, and get a lot better, sort of better yourself through that process of competing and putting what you've done up against what other people have done. And, everybody improves off of that. So that's the idea for me. So what we're seeing right now is my current physique. Obviously not in the best shape that I'm going to be in. Not the best light. No tan. Nothing like that. But this looking at yourself in, subpar conditions also sort of allows you to understand. I'm not trying to make this video so it's like, okay, look how amazing I look 12 to 16 weeks out from my scheduled competition. And it's like, okay, what the actual goal is for me to get a realistic picture of how I'm doing so that I can compare that, next month to see, if I need to dial my diet in a little bit more. I'm definitely dieting at a place that feels comfortable to me, but also feels relatively effective. That's one of the things that I wanted to do, because I wanted to do a diet that gave me a little bit more time. So I don't have to diet so hard and lose so much energy for the gym or for, obviously streaming and editing videos and all that. I wanted to have a diet that fit with all of my goals, not just my fitness goals. And of course, as we get closer to the competition, things might get a little more intense with the dieting, and that's okay. But for right now, what I've been doing feels pretty good. I've been carb cycling a little bit. I don't usually go a whole lot lower than 100 carbs. And then, of course, there's other days where I'll go up to like 220 carbs. And the main factor that determines my calories in versus calories out would be the carbs and fat ratio. So obviously, on lower carb days, I'll bump my fats up a little bit. And then on higher carb days, I'll bring the fats down. But my protein intake is pretty consistent. I'm right now eating about 2,500 calories a day. and that gives me, I guess I can just click open my MyFitnessPal real quick just to check out my macros. That gives me 250 protein, and on high carb days it's about 219 carbs and 69 fats, and then I'll bring that up to like 100 fat and then 100 carbs on the days where I go a little bit lower carb, and that seems to be working for me. I definitely can feel the lower carb days, for sure. So I'm doing refeeds about every 3 days or so. Pretty much every time before I'm gonna go train legs is that day will be my higher carb day. That way I have a little bit more, you know, easily accessible fuel for leg day. I can have a really good workout for leg day. And for me, those leg training days are my most intense workouts, and they sort of help set the pace both physically and mentally for the next sessions of training that I'm gonna do. So if I have good leg days, then I'm usually feeling pretty good. And then after that, I'll bring my carbs down and sort of gut through those few days of lower carb. But it ends up working out pretty well, and I'm pretty happy with how we're doing so far. Obviously, you know, my physique is a work in progress, and when I'm saying I'm happy with what we're doing, is it's less about I'm happy with how I'm looking, and more about I'm happy with how well I'm accomplishing my goals in terms of my effort levels staying high in the gym. You know, I generally am able to stick to my diet pretty well, and this is like right now I'm like having these second thoughts because we were traveling recently, which kind of throws off my diet a little bit, and then of course we had this weekend we had a little celebration, and those are always things that are just like calculated fuck ups is what I call them, basically, because when you're on a social occasion, you definitely want to be able to hang out and have fun, and you sort of already expect to be off your diet a little bit. And for me, if I get knocked off track, I definitely feel like the sort of mental anxiety and whatever to try to get back to it. But the main thing with that for me is just being consistent. So you can have your off days, you know, 1 or 2 days where you're like, okay, well, for me it was like a whole weekend. It was like, okay, this is not quite on my diet. Obviously that's going to cause me some distress, but I don't think it's going to affect me too bad as long as I get back to what I was doing before. And that's the plan for me. So making this video right now is like, oh gosh, I'm supposed to talk about how good I was doing on my diet, but there's an entire week I've been messing up. But honestly, I think everything's fine, and we're gonna be all right going into it. That's the idea behind, you know, having your competition be, you know, another 3 months out. You know, I got plenty of time to recover. And honestly, you know, I haven't been talking too much about my current physique as we're seeing on the video, but I think I'm doing okay. Definitely have some body fat to lose, but just in terms of compared to last month, if you guys want to go, I should have them labeled pretty easily. If you guys want to go check out my February physique update, hopefully you'll see some body fat loss. And the fun thing is that even though I'm probably losing muscle mass, you end up looking bigger over time just because you're losing the body fat. So all in all, I mean, like I said, I'm pretty happy with how things are going, and it is fun for me to see those changes because it seems like for me, a lot of days the diet's not too bad, but then of course there are days where like, wow, I am really hungry and really tired. You know, even if you hit your meals like you're supposed to, like you still end up being like, wow, you know, you finish the day feeling kind of tired and hungry, or you're tired and hungry that whole day, and you're like, damn, this is a rough day, especially on those, like, you know, second, third days of low carb in a row. Those are the ones that get tough. But those are also the days where after you get through that day, you wake up, you're a little bit, you know, dehydrated from sleeping. Even if you're a little bit carb depleted, you wake up and you're looking, you know, noticeably leaner. It reminds me of like the Spider-Man effect, like from that first Spider-Man movie where he gets bit and then he wakes up and he's just ripped all of a sudden. Like, I feel like it's a mini Spider-Man event when you can push through those days of dieting where you're feeling your worst. You wake up probably looking your best. So that's a good thing, and that's something that's encouraging to me, and that keeps me going through those tough days. That's been a consistent experience for me, is gutting it out and getting the results. So from what I've seen from last month to this month, I don't really think that there are huge adjustments to be made. I think the main idea is just keep that effort level high. And I feel like I've talked about that in other videos before, is that once you sort of establish your rhythm and once you learn, you know, what you want to do in the gym, you know, you get your idea of some exercises or a diet plan, go ahead and stick with that. You know, you want to make sure that you're doing the right thing, I understand, but if you keep switching up your diet plan and you keep switching up your training routine too much, maybe not so much with the training, but if you keep changing up your diet and you never give yourself a chance to see what actually happens if you stick with it for a couple months, then you're going to be like really indecisive and have a hard time with that. And I've gotten my best results from just picking a plan, sticking to it, and then just making sure that what you're putting into that plan is just maximum effort and then reaping the rewards over a long period of time. So that's what I think I need to do now, is just keep working hard and keep seeing the results. And we'll be checking in, of course, in the gym videos and the progress updates throughout the next couple months. But anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks so much for watching. Good luck on the giveaway, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace!